be sure to get that shot. I'm gonna be watching Into the Spiderverse. We're just at the credits right now, and they already... Oh, I love that! You're in printing, for example, if there's a misprint, the colors get misaligned, so then you have, it's like a blurry image. And they did that with the studio logos. I mean, come on! We are 13 seconds in, and I'm already gushing over this movie. Yeah, just want to point it out, approved by the comic code. It's basically a morality code that all comic books follow to. Basically, it means there's going to be no, like, glorification of violence. There's not going to be, like, sex in general. There might be very scantily clad ladies because, you know, comic books. The whole point is to say that not going to turn your children into bad people is essentially what the code is. Kind of like the Hays Code, but the Hays Code has a whole lot of problems.
And I did this. We don't really talk about this. There's only one Spider-Man.
Or so he thinks. I appreciate the fact that they animated the original Spider-Man trilogy, even with, like, the cringy dancing scene from Spider-Man 3. They're so self-aware, and I love it.
Great ability comes great accountability.
That's not even how the saying goes,
Man,
Dad.
I do like a cereal.
Great ability comes great accountability.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I wanna hear it.
You want to hear
I
me say
love
it?
you, Dad.
You're driving me up out of
I
school.
love you, Dad.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy. Tie your shoes, please.
Oh, we love parents embarrassing their children, but then when we're the children who the parents are embarrassing, we're like, stop it. But no, I love that scene. Hey! There was a product placement in the middle of an animated movie. His headphones. Let me go back. Okay, no. No. There we go. Product placement. I mean, Sony made the movie, so I guess technically it's a product placement, but also, I mean, yeah. Product placement? What is that? And the TV. Right here.
One eternity later.
Apparently, he's watching Community and wearing the Spider-Man pajamas. I knew it! Miles Morales' co-creator, Brian Michael Bendis, describes that image of Glover in the Spider-Man pajamas as one of the major inspirations for the creation of the character and the character's design. Another fun fact is that Donald Glover did play Miles' uncle in Homecoming.
You walk up to him and be like, hey. You sure you my nephew, man?
Me learning how to flirt. I found him! It's a little bit creepy because he's just staring directly at the camera. I love it. I love this scene. I absolutely love this scene. It's a glitching spider. Spiders are cool, by the way, not just because of Spider-Man, but just because spiders are our friends. Don't kill them.
Miles, let's go.
He killed the spider. How dare he? That almost feels a little bit like an expectation subversion. Like you would expect him to be in pain. You would expect him to kind of react like, oh no, you know, he's radioactive.
That's weird. My pants shrank.
That's an angle. But also, like, that's also a really smart angle because it's like all of a sudden he's like so much taller. He grew overnight essentially. And it's also a really distorting angle. So it's like, oh yeah, something's wrong here.
Am I doing this in slow motion or does it just feel that way?
I'm kidding. It's Wanda, no G. That's crazy.
Conversations in real life. You go off on a tangent thinking you gotta talk yourself out of a problem, but the other person is so, like, everything else is going on that, they just don't even care. Oh, so both of these characters are me in like every situation where it's just complete awkwardness. I am dressed a little bit differently now because I filmed this, but then I had to go to class.
There can't be two Spider-Man. Can there? Boring how normal this spider is.
It glitched. Yo, okay. Someone had to draw that. Someone had to draw all those little tiny details. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting chills. I've seen this before, but I'm literally like, I get like goosebumps. Like, cause I already know what happens, but like, it's like, oh my goodness. The whole scene where Miles is being hunted, just, it's like, oh, it hits so much different because we know who the bad guy is here, and I'm like, ugh, we know it, and I'm just kind of like, oh, I have weird feelings about that, but we'll get to that when it gets there.
I'm going to miss him.
Yeah.
We were friends, you know.
Can I return it if it doesn't fit?
It always fits. Eventually.
It's a bittersweet scene now, especially with, you know, the passing of Stan Lee, but I do appreciate the fact that he did literally saying, like, you know, eventually, like, yeah, I mean, the costume may not fit now, but it will. And like, that's a very encouraging sentiment for even for like non-superheroes, that what we're meant to do in life, that we may not have everything we need to do that right now, but in the right time we will. And also, it's just such a sweet scene, and I really appreciate it. Okay, back to the movie.
But I handled it like a champ. Because you know what? No matter how many times I get hit, I always get back up. Did you know that seahorses, that they mate for life? Could you imagine a seahorse seeing another seahorse and then making it work? Sorry.
Wait.
Maybe you guys can go around.
There, Stanley cameo, right there. He's the one walking right through them.
With great power comes
Don't
great.
you dare finish that sentence. Don't do it. I'm sick of it. What would I do if I were me?
That's a meme. That's a meme template that, like, after this movie came out, this was everywhere.
The Vikings are scientists. I saw her in this documentary at school.
Cool. Step 3, I re-examine my personal biases. Step 4, I hack the computer.
It's not technically hacking.
I just got a joke.
Step 3, I re-examine my personal biases.
I find that so funny. Okay, so something I want to point out is that when Kingpin walks on screen, of course, he's a sinister, evil character. But I think one of the things that makes him more evil is the fact that within the first few minutes that we saw him, he literally killed Spider-Man. Like, there's real consequences. So that's something that just resonated with me watching this movie. If you pay attention to the shapes in the next few scenes, it basically tells you who we're dealing with here, so.
Relax.
Needless to say,
Oh, for crying out loud.
Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. You're a wreck.
Teenagers, just the worst. 35.
And I, for one, can't wait to watch.
What did you say your name was?
Dr. Olivia Octavius.
She's Doc Ock, so yeah. That's another. It's an onomatopoeia, but instead of it being wham, a kabow, it's bagel. we had bagels a few days ago, so at the scene I was gonna be like bagel, but no, we ate all the bagels. So.
Hey guys,
Wanda?
it's Gwen, actually.
Oh, you know her. Very cool.
I joined a band.
Also, another thing is that Gwen is in a band. Well, I think in the comic she's in a band called the Mary Janes, I think, which is like, okay. I know that there is some connection there between Mary Jane and then Gwen.
I met you.
I like your haircut.
You don't get to like my haircut.
How many more spider people are there?
Save it for Comic-Con.
What's Comic-Con?
You're like me?
Sometimes I let matches burn down to my fingertips just to feel something, anything.
Me on a bad day.
I think he's gonna get us home.
Okay.
By the way, this portion does have a spoiler warning, so if you don't want to hear about it, there's a time code in the description to skip through it. So yeah.
You know me, son. I don't ever quit.
I forgot how intense that scene was. I still have chills, but oh, I was holding my breath because I couldn't remember how Miles got out of that situation. But I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's, oh, I feel so bad for him. Yeah, that was definitely a plot twist. So.
This is purple.
Now.
Blue?
His whole world is in black and white, so he can't tell what the colors of the Rubik's Cube are. Aw, that's actually kind of sad.
What it takes. I bet you he's gonna come back.
The Prowler, he tried to kill me.
This is a pretty hardcore origin story.
It's okay. We're gonna figure it out.
You messed up big time, kid. Very sloppy.
See his zombie. Oh no, we're fine. Come on, let's go.
I got this, buddy.
Miles?
Oh, and I know what happens in this scene. Oh.
All units. I want an APB on a new Spider-Man.
Oh, this situation is, it's so much miscommunication. All of the men in this family have these kind of hidden lives, essentially. Oh no, because the uncle was hunting his nephew, not realizing it was his nephew, and now the dad's avenging his brother's death by hunting his own son. Ooh, look at, okay. So, this might be me reading into this, but the background was pretty much just a pale purple before, but also in conjunction with the music. The music's turning a little bit more ethereal. The sun is radiating more of a yellow theme. I think it's really cool because you know what's happening is that Miles is accessing his power. He's learning how to control it. And so
with a blindfold on. Mama always asks,
When do I know I'm Spider-Man?
You won't. A leap of faith.
like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger?
okay, so in this scene, it looks like he's falling because as you know he's descending down, but they intentionally flipped the landscape so that he's essentially rising. He's rising to the task at hand and fully embracing the fact that he is Spider-Man, that it literally was a leap of faith where he had to just go for it, and he's rising. It's the scene that when everything glitched out and everyone came in, it was this perspective. That's awesome. Where he's basically he's come back to where all the other spider people who had fully been self-actualized as spider people, and he's claiming this for himself.
And I were very close. So was it.
What?
So close, you killed him.
I'm right.
Yeah. I'm just, I wasn't there for you when you needed me. I didn't even try.
That's fine. You know, I should really get going.
I know I could do better if I just had another chance.
Goodbye, Peter Parker.
Who did that?
Miles? Spiderman?
Look who's here!
I love you. I'm so proud of you. Not all kids.
That's one way to defeat.
Poetical. What are you? Some kind of silly cartoon?
You got a problem with cartoons?
Aw, did that feel like a cartoon?
I like your suit.
Thanks. I made it myself.
That was adorable, kid!
Hey, I just realized something. Blurry spot to save it up, but they're kind of matching with their suits. That is cute.
Well, never mind.
Cool. I find that amusing. Like he's the type of character who would do that.
Do I get to like the hairdo now?
You know I'm older than you.
Well, Einstein said time was relative, right?
Nice.
Middle school, high school flirting to the max.
Friends?
Friends.
Oh, cool.
See you around, Spider-Man.
The boy's in love.
Gotta go home, man. How do I know I'm not gonna mess it up again?
You won't.
Right. Hate to leave the thing.
This makes me mad. It makes me mad because I've rooted for these characters so long, and then it's just a big bad who just seems so impossible to beat. But I also wanted to point out the fact that when we had all 6 of the Spider People fighting, the color scheme was all the bright colors. It was just like any color, any combinations of buildings, all the stuff whatsoever. But then right now, since we're in a really kind of dark area, it's a red background with a bunch of black dots, and it's a very kind of menacing looking background.
Always have my family.
Oh.
You ever hear the shoulder touch?
What? Hey. Privately owned,
Okay,
like at the police station.
all right.
And you could throw up some of your art. Okay, Miles?
Officer?
Spider-Man! Listen, down there, that was, I mean, I owe you. Yeah, okay.
I look forward to working with you.
Yeah.
I'm Spider-Man.
Okay, I fight crime through the nighttime. When the light shine, I go Python. I'm falling on my last lifeline. There's no demons, I'm nice for a reason. The text with the bleeding, I'm showing my sins. How can you expect me to stay sane? Protect me, my technique don't make speed on. I gotta elevate.
Yay! That's so cool. I love the fact that it's a spray painted logo because that's part of Miles' character. It's like, yay! Okay, and then of course, the main scene at the end of the credit, which is Stan Lee's quote, is that like anyone can be a superhero. Anyone can, if they take up the gauntlet of. Okay, no.
Let's start at the beginning, one last time. Earth 67.
Whoa.
What the?
I'm Spiderman.
You're pointing. I'm just pointing at your pointing.
Look at your finger right
Different
now.
than
What
normal
is it doing?
pointing.
You are pointing.
You haven't seen
You're
pointing
accusing
until
me
I
of
prove
pointing
you, and then
while
you'll
you're
know.
Okay, so we're at the end of the movie. Like, this movie is just great, and I love it. And it was so fun getting to kind of really watch for kind of important details to tell y'all about it too, as well as be like, oh wait, yeah, that's there, this is going on. I also really liked the message, and that it's basically, we really all can be heroes. We really all do have the capacity within us to be a hero. And I've said this multiple times, but I love this movie and I definitely recommend y'all to check it out. That's all I've got for this video. I will be making a ton more reaction videos, so stay tuned for all of that. Apparently I'm on a superhero nerdy theme right now, so I'll probably stick with it because these are the movies that I love. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to do all the standard little YouTube things. I don't even remember what all they are anymore. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!